All right, welcome back to the Hive here on the campus of Melbourne Central Catholic. Alan Slaughterzinski with you for the third and final Jamboree matchup of the night. And it's between the two teams that have the wins here, as it'll be MCC taking on Palm Bay. As last time out, a really, really impressive offensive effort by MCC. And the Hustlers will start with the football first. And the last time they did this, Noah Flores took off 80 yards for a touchdown on play one. So let's see what Palm Bay's defense, who was pretty stout against Cocoa Beach, they forced 4 fourth downs, something MCC could only do twice in their matchup. And we're going to have two wide receivers to the near side. They're going to run the same play they ran to open up. And this time, he picks up not 80, but 9. He'll take that all day long. I'm pretty sure that was the same play they ran to start the game against Cocoa Beach. He came to that side and then cut back to cut all the way back and then ran 80 yards for the touchdown. And this time, this is DeWitt. And look at DeWitt. Howard DeWitt spinning and turning out of hits to the head. And DeWitt gets out across to the 45 and picks up a Hustler first down.
Howard DeWitt on the carry. Brought down by the Pirates, number 50, Seth Brohart.
Seth Brohart on the stop that time. First and 10 at the 45. Brogan McNabb. Play action. McNabb lofts one deep, wide open, and caught. Nice job. Nice play action. And that was a well executed play. Hauled in by Lucas Hamilton. And we got a Palm Bay player down. That was easy peasy right there. Hamilton slipped through, slipped past, and slipped open, and McNabb didn't miss him. Nice smooth throw from Brogan. Just underway, and the ball is already inside the Ellie Chan or real estate broker red zone here. Ball at the 15-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for McNabb and the offense. They got two wide receivers split to the right side. Noah Flores in the middle. McNabb with DeWitt to his left. Turns, play action to DeWitt. Throws, incomplete. So now to be second down from the Jimmy Hula's red zone. Grady Bonenberger, the intended target on that one. Talking to Bobby Norton in the last game, had old Bobby in the booth. Guy with many stories. McNabb rolls right, still on his feet, and Brogan McNabb will pick up an MCC first down. Maybe. No. So it'll be third down and 1. Byron Thompson playing Ironman football, quarterback, and on the defensive side of the ball makes the stop. So it'll be third down and 1.
Third and 1 for the Hustlers at the Pirates 6-yard line.
Knox Robinson, the offensive coordinator, McNabb looking, throws, and the windowsill says he's out of bounds. Thank goodness, because the windowsill blocked me on that one. You see the referee indicate the call. So now it's going to be fourth down for MCC. Again, Bonneberger, the intended target in the corner of the end. They like that play. They ran it a couple times last game, eventually cashing in on it. That touchdown. So obviously they're going to go for this. It's a spring game. You're supposed to go for it. DeWitt in the backfield with McNabb. The big man now scoots inside, so we'll see where they run the ball here. McNabb keeps, and he tries to get outside, and is he in? Touchdown! Brogan McNabb, and the Hustlers get on the board first with 9:04 to play in the opening quarter. Brogan McNabb with a touchdown run, and MCC leads it 6-0. Will Stewart on for the extra point. The free kick is up and good. And with 9:04 to go, MCC scores first. 7-0 Hustlers. All right, welcome back. The cheerleaders doing a great job here tonight as well.
First down for the Pirates at their own 20-yard line.
Nice job, ladies. Cheering on their Hustlers as Byron Thompson gives straight up the gut here. And again, it'll be nothing fancy for Mays and DeGore and company tonight. And they didn't need it against Cocoa Beach. And we saw that the MCC defense can be suspect at times. A work in progress, as Coach Bobby Norton called it. Gain of 4. Be 2nd and 6 for the Pirates. Big man up front there is number 72, Gavin Rodriguez. Quick pitch. And a missed tackle and a cutback, and still on his feet running. And that is a nice run. That is an outstanding run. 2 missed tackles in the backfield, and 12, 13 yards later, a first down. DeWitt in the secondary. I believe that was Dorian. I think that was Dorian Beaucamp on the carry. So, well, we got a penalty, so it's coming back. So we'll do it all again. But if you're an offensive coach for the Pirates, you stamp that in your memory because you like that. Oh, they caught a personal foul, so. That's a 15-yard penalty. I'm curious. He picked up the first down. I'm curious if that's a dead ball foul. I don't know, so. 2nd and 15, or actually 2nd and 18. Looking to throw, and in trouble. throws, and incomplete. And that'll bring up third down at about 18.
Is incomplete.
We get another flag down. I'm going to keep my eye on the white hat this time because he's just kind of like, I don't know. Remember that movie with Adam Sandler where he had that butler that just used to slide up and you never saw him coming? That's like this official making calls. You don't know where he's going to do it at. Yeah. What was the name? What was the name of the movie? Mr. Deeds. Mr. Deeds. I can't remember the name of the butler. Pirates pick up another personal foul penalty, so that's a half the distance because they don't have 15 to give back there, so it's half the distance. And now to be second in a trip back down to Palm Bay, which really is probably longer to get a first down than it is to pick up the first down because Palm Bay's not but a mile down the street, so they got a little longer than that to go. Timeout on the field. Kevin Mays wants to talk. Mike DeGore wants to talk. They're not happy with their team. We'll be right back here on BSN. Okay. Welcome back. And second or third, actually, in like 25. And 22 says Mr. Ziarno. So 7:53 to play in the first and a third and 22 now. I think they got to be careful here. In trouble. Thompson. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a hit laid on him by Carmani Williams. He absolutely blew Byron Thompson up on that play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And good on Thompson to hop right up and say, you didn't hurt me, but I'm going to tell you, if you played the sport, you know that stings. 7-0 our score. But good on Thompson to pop right up. That's what you want to see from your quarterback, especially if he's going to use his legs. So a punt coming. Little line drive, and Noah Flores prevents that thing from getting over his head. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hustlers at the 50-yard line. I'll try and adjust this tripod a little bit here. Hang on. There we go. So Noah Flores keeps the ball from, I mean, that was a lone line drive spiral. McNabb leads them back out with 6:41 to play in the first. McNabb lets it go wide open, caught, touchdown. No, he's down at the 1, and that is a 49-yard strike to Grady Bonenberger. What a pitch, what a catch, and it's 1st and goal. Brogan McNabb, 49 yards, and 1st and goal inside the Natwick Insurance red zone. whether it's on the ground or in the air, the big play strike capability of the Melbourne Central Catholic Hustlers on full display here in the spring. Everybody getting in the app. Bonenberger, McNabb, Flores, DeWitt, they've all participated. And that'll be a timeout on the field. We'll step aside. We'll be right back to see if the Hustlers can finish the drive. First and goal at the 1 for the Hustlers. Last time down here, it was McNabb himself who stretched it out to the pylon. He's got DeWitt behind him. And it is DeWitt, spins, turns, and Howard DeWitt in for a touchdown. And with 5:38 to go, 2 plays, and it's 13-0. 2-play drive, 50 yards. The big play, McNabb to Bonenberger for 49. DeWitt with a 1-yard run to finish it. And MCC looking good offensively. And on for the free kick, Will Stewart. And Stewart kicks that one over to 192. And with 5:38 to go, it's 14-0 MCC. All righty. Man, I lost my box scores here. Let's get it back. There we go. All right, here we go. Palm Bay will start with the football, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here we go. 5:34 to play in the opening quarter of this one. Coming up tomorrow on Brevard Sports Network is track and field. Well, track. It's always hard for us to broadcast the field portion of track and field. I don't see it done on the NFHS network either. Oh, my goodness. That's what you call a swarm. Number 73 in there as Beauchamp was on the carry. And C.J. Shackleford, Vance Sanger, you name it, they were in there on that one. And it'll be 2nd and 10. .440 to play. And straight up the gut, twisting and turning. But not much there. As Blaze Brown carries the football, and he is brought down by Will Warren. 4:19. Yo. That thing will bite. That's for sure. Flying fire ants. 14-0. MCC's offense has been nonstop tonight. And they get back on side. Nice job as Thompson tried to pull him off, but MCC jumped, and we're going to get a timeout by Palm Bay as they obviously did not like the play call versus the defense that's set up there. So we'll step aside, and we'll be right back here on Brevard Sports Network. .338 and counting here as we approach the 2 hour and 45-minute mark of this one. Not this game, but this Jamboree. Byron Thompson looking at third down, throws outside, caught, dropped it right through his hands. That'll bring up fourth down, and I can't imagine Palm Bay would go for this. And they will not. They will punt, and Noah Flores will stand at the 50.
So we can get a full drive.
Flores backing up. What a night he's had. Picked up right where he left off last year. Well, this one, and it'll be the 45 of MCC where Brogan McNabb, Noah Flores, Howard DeWitt, Boneberger, Hamilton, and the rest of the MCC offense starts. Would it shock anybody to see Brogan McNabb throw a 55-yard touchdown pass right here to somebody, or Noah Flores break a 55-yard run? Here we go. 14-0, 3:22 to play in the first. And DeWitt thrown forward. Number 56 on the stop. 55, Joska Fortunate on the stop. So gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Fortunate. Oh, my. The only thing that happened there was he threw it a little too soon. And he pulled the ball back out of – I honestly think that Lucas Hamilton thought there was no way he was going to pull that ball back from Noah Flores and never turned around for the football. He just thought, no, there's no way. No one's not going to take that ball. He didn't. And the RPO there falls incomplete. Third down and 8. And this time Flores with a straight, McNabb with a straight drop in the pocket, cuts back across the 50. Brogan McNabb flashing his speed, and there he goes. Brogan McNabb tackled by the neck, but he gets inside the Ubrazati red zone, flag down. They'll tack on 8 more yards to that, and it'll be first and goal for MCC following the horse collar. McNabb was on that 4x100 silver medal winning team last week, too. Want to say for those from MCC watching, congratulations to Justin Woolard, the 6-time state champion. 3 times in the high jump and once in the 100 and twice in the 200, I believe.
Next time you get a talk with Lucius, make sure to tell him on Dallas to stay vertical and put the safety in his mind. He can on that RPO. That's just a wide pop. You got to look right there. That back.
And here we go after the penalty. McNabb with 2 wide receivers to his right will look, left, throws, caught, Noah Flores, touchdown. And with a $1:47 to go, it's 20-0 MCC.
9-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Brogan McNabb to Noah Flores.
I like what did you tag on the backside? Yeah.
And on for the free kick will come Will Stewart. And it's good.
Number 14, Will Stewart has the extra point, making the score Hudson 21 and Pirates 0.
21-0. This would be one of those games where maybe MCC would be on their way to a running clock. Nice job. Yep, Brogan McNabb and Noah Flores were on. I believe Howard DeWitt was on that 4x100 team too, with Justin Woolard last week. So you got 3 of the guys on the 4x100 team on the football team. $21-0 here as Palm Bay looks for some offense with Byron Thompson, their quarterback. Turns, gives. MCC feeling it pretty good on that defensive front right now. They give up 4, 2nd and 6. Beauchamp on the carry.
Number 10, Will Warren.
Hey Knox, I'd like to get Will in there too.
Second down. Pulled it out, but that's going to be a hold. That's coming back. Yep, that was a hold if I ever saw it.
Jones on the carry.
Hey Mello. You can tell Flores there when he's on top of number 2. He just keeps hands on him.
Did he call that, though? Or did he call something else?
Noah, when he's over number two, to get hands on that number two receiver and reroute him. Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. Especially because he's running.
He's going to pick it up. I thought I saw it, but he picks it up. Okay. He must have asked the side judge if he got his arm underneath, and apparently he did, and not. Yeah. So good job by James Mustaford to ask the side judge if what he saw was the same thing, and the side judge must have said nope. It wasn't a hold. Because it certainly looked like it from up here, but, you know, when you're down there, you get a different view. 1st and 10 now. Thompson pulls it back out, but I think that took too long. Ball's out, too. Nope, it's back. That just took too long. I think he pulled the ball too late. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter with the score 21-0. MCC on top. Welcome back to the Hive, home of the MCC Hustlers. Lots of great memories here. For me, I can remember standing under that goalpost down there by the scoreboard. Can't remember what year it was, but Joaquin Collazo, the quarterback, and MCC went to 9 overtimes and won. Trailed in that game 21-0 against Cardinal Mooney, I want to say it was. I can't remember which Cardinal it was, but it was against a Cardinal team that they trailed by 3 touchdowns and came all the way back to win and did so in 9 overtimes. One of the most incredible high school football games I've ever seen, and it took place on this field right here. And the play that it was a 4th down stop by MCC that locked the win up. Clearwater Central Catholic it was. And what a game. Both teams missed extra points. I mean, it was crazy in overtime. Levante Valentine with a game in that one. Collazo, you name it. Oh, my goodness gracious. Great hit. Noah Flores.
Right down hard of the play by the Hustlers, number 0, Noah Flores.
They would go on to play Chaminade Madonna the following week in a game that wasn't nearly as close. The final score in that game was 69-62. So we get a timeout on the field. 69-62 in that one. And it was definitely a game for the ages in that.
Ella Flores. And the Hustlers will take over first down
So first down for the Hustlers
at their own 33-yard line.
at their own 33,
Correction, 43-yard
43. Looking at this thing here, Levi Wilson had a 32-yard interception return. Levante Valentine a 37-yard run in that one for a touchdown. Bryce Fielding a 10-yard run. Colazzo a 6-yard run. Jovan Simon a 1-yard run. In overtime, it was Lorenzo Hardy. It was Colazzo. It was everybody. And the give is to, oh man, he's big guy running through there. Nice job running the ball there that time by Carmani Williams.
Armani Williams running hard for the Hustlers. Brought down by the Pirates, number 13, Lemarian.
But that, I would say, in my 11 years or 10, 12 years I've been doing this, that has to be the most exciting high school football game I've ever covered in Brevard County. And the funny thing is I wasn't even here for the first 3.5 quarters of it because we were down the street broadcasting Palm Bay and Merritt Island Palm Bay and Bishop Moore in the playoffs, and Bishop Moore would win that game, and it ended early. So we came up here to MCC, and yeah, the rest is history. A lot of those guys went on to play college football on that team and did well. Zamari Walton. So 2nd and 13. Turns, gives, bursts through, still on his feet. My goodness, look at DeWitt. DeWitt is gone. He is gone. Touchdown, Melbourne Central Catholic Hustlers. Howard DeWitt with a 60-yard touchdown. DeWitt flashing that 4.3, 4.4 speed. He ran away from everybody and did it quickly. My goodness gracious. And the free kick coming. The good news is we have had no missed extra points tonight, which is impressive, even if they're free. 28-0. We'll step aside and be right back. Yeah, the referees are asking for the clock to be run now, and they will. So it probably won't stop the rest of the way. Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. So MCC will win all of their halves, played. They will win their game. They will put 56 points on the board, unless they score again. I mean, they could score again, of course. They have put 56 points on the board to this point, and my guesstimation would be probably somewhere upwards near 600 yards of offense too. And I mean, I just got to tell you that that's impressive, absolutely impressive for spring. Ball came out. MCC's got it, and the Hustlers will look to stick it back in the end zone one more time before it's all said and done. As 7:50 and rolling running clock now. I think if you were Ted Kimmy, you certainly saw enough. And congratulations on the Cocoa Beach didn't get out of here winning a half. But listen, I really thought their offense was improved over last year. And Palm Bay really competed hard here tonight. They did a nice job against Cocoa Beach. They just ran up against an MCC offense that's got a couple of players on it that can play for any team in this state. $28-0. Looking. Look at Flores. My goodness, Noah Flores. And him and Howard DeWitt are trying to outdo each other with the moves. MCC may have to fix the carpet down there with the way he pivoted. We got a flag down, though. See what the flag is. Holding against. And, you know, Noah doesn't care. He says, "That's right, back me up 10 more. I'll make it a 60-yard touchdown run. Just give me the ball back." I want to thank Mr. Lenny, the athletic director, for having us tonight. Of course, I want to thank head coach Willie Tillman, head coach Ted Kimmy, and head coach Kevin Mays for letting us broadcast their teams. We have a full slate next year, MCC included in that. You'll see all of their home games and the ones in county on the road here on Brevard Sports Network. Clock running, 5:20. It won't stop. Next week, we'll be at Holy Trinity for their spring game.
There it is.
Nice pitch and catch. And that is, trying to see who that was. Grady Bonenberger on the reception as MCC looks to punch it in one more time here before it's all said and done. I want to thank all of you out there, of course, for joining me here tonight. Join Caleb tomorrow for the Quantum Track Club's meet down at Heritage High School. Caleb will bring you all the track events tomorrow here on BSN. Should be a fun day. The second annual All-Comers Invitational Championship. You'll see it live right here on BSN. Look at this. What a run. First down. Howard DeWitt. Howard's got to be well over 200 yards on the night. I would say this offense is pushing 650, maybe even 700 yards of offense. McNabb with a quick little. I don't know if he got in. I can't tell. He does not, but he's close. He's close. It'll be
Flores on the reception.
little pitch and catch there in front. It was Flores, but it'll be third down or second down. I'm not sure. So here we go, McNabb. Turns, gives, and that is another Melbourne Central Catholic touchdown scored by Carmani Williams. And it'll be 34 to nothing.
Number 12, Carmani Williams on an 8-yard touchdown run.
So Williams with an 8-yard run. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to get to a point to where Palm Bay is going to run another play. Yes, sir, Coach. The Quantum Track Club said we were just talking about that. Just talking about the. All right. Okay, I think that'll wrap it up here. As again, the takeaways from spring are it's spring, and you know, obviously you knew what Brogan McNabb and Noah Flores, Howard DeWitt, guys that, you know, can run some of the fastest hundreds in the county can do for an offense. And they did it tonight. You know, they put up, 35 in this one, 28 in the last one. You know, it's 35 28. I mean, I'm half tired. Was it 63 points, 73 points, 63 points? So they put up 63 points tonight. And congratulations to Knox Robinson. The defense shut down Palm Bay when Palm Bay looked like they had signs of life. And for Palm Bay, you know, this was a football team that didn't win a game last year. And certainly, obviously, Kevin Mays and company are going to come in and make some major changes. But this was a solid effort, especially in that game against Cocoa Beach. And for Cocoa Beach, the thing that stood out to me tonight was Remy Vignier and the way he ran that offense, and the Cayman Varus's and the Sajaks of the world. And so that's the thing that stood out to me tonight. And Spring Jamboree done. I would say the hosts are certainly the winners in Melbourne Central Catholic. So for all of our sponsors, for Ellie Chan, we want to thank Ellie so very much. Ellie sells Brevard. We also want to thank Jimmy Hollis, where we'll be doing all of our post-game recaps, our post-spring football recaps from in the next coming weeks. Make sure you join us there. I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. The final score of this one, 35-0, as the Hustlers take down